So let me check. X Tanglia throws in $2, says nice whites. Well, thanks. And I was going to title the stream. I thought it might be too on the nose. The exciting whites, because that is literally, as I'm going to show you, that is literally the term being used to refer to the white defensive backs in the NFL. Within the NFL, it's been like a running character and joke that if you as a black man are covered by a white man and you can't beat him, then you don't deserve to be in the NFL, because what seems to be common knowledge is that, well, black guys are more athletic. And therefore, if you get stopped by a white guy, you must not be athletic enough. You've sort of lost your black man card, right? Well, now we're seeing that whites are actually excelling to such a degree that doesn't matter who it is. And so even them have described these white guys as the exciting whites. And what we're seeing with the dominance of white professional athletes, the prevalence of Caitlin Clark in the WNBA, in a league that's historically black and historically very pro LGBTQ. As I said, over a third of the league are identified as lesbians. Now, she receives incredible amount of hate, being really the poster child for the WNBA. The WNBA, since she joined last summer, has seen a skyrocketing in views and money, exposure, contracts for players, advertisement deals, this type of stuff. But yet the league itself doesn't seem to really like Caitlin Clark. And this is what, again, from me as a third party, is not just her and the other players on the court. Clearly, the other black girls do not like her. And then within the WNBA, you're seeing these white girls that are blonde-haired, blue-eyed, and they're taking the exact opposite. They're doing everything to promote black athletes. They're using their pedestal to make sure that they want to recognize the black players. Now, again, if you are still trying to be logically consistent here in regards to diversity, equity, and inclusion, well, then when the white girls need to be celebrated in the WNBA since they're a minority, when the white cornerbacks in the NFL, who, again, Cooper DeJean, first one drafted in, I forget, 30, 40 years, first round to be a white cover corner, meaning he's all by himself. He's not a safety. He's not a nickel. He's actually a solid cover corner, although he plays nickel. Well, you would think that they would be celebrated for that. And even after one season as a rookie, Cooper DeJean was recognized as a top 60 NFL player in the league. Now, there's, again, hundreds of players in the NFL, and a white rookie cover cornerback is labeled the 60th best player in the NFL. Now, you say, okay, 60, so what? Well, it's something. It's something. And something is going on here in culture. Again, we're looking at a cultural phenomenon, and how Caitlin Clark is really the face of the WNBA, and the animosity that is directed at her because she is white, because she is heterosexual, and because she has such a large following, potentially due to those characteristics. Now, I'm not saying that you should dissolve all these things to these, but the other side, the critical race theory side, dissolves everything down to the mutable characteristics of race. And if you are them, that's all you can see. And if you are looking at the culture through that lens, look at what is happening. Is it have to do with, again, the historical white American and a loss of identity? And we're seeing that the Gen X, millennial, Gen X, Gen Alpha is returning back to something that it seems like more tangible, more Americana? I think so. Again, there's a larger phenomenon that's occurring here. Now, moving over to the men's sports, we see who is the best player in the NBA. It's actually Nikola Jokic. It's a Serbian guy, Serbian Orthodox white guy who's not impressively athletic, but by the statistics and by the amount of MVPs he's won in the recent years, can comfortably be said to be the most important, or if not the best player in the NBA, a white guy. In addition to that, Mac McClung, another white guy who's 6'2", has for the last 3 years won the NBA dunk contest. He's one of the few people to three-peat, and in addition to that, he's white. Very interesting little phenomenon. This was from last season, one of the Chicago Sky players, and I'm going to show you something. So just to show the animosity towards Caitlin Clark is not just rhetoric online. If you just look at, so there was a big article in the Wall Street Journal, And just looking at flagrant fouls in the year of 2024, 17% were just committed against Caitlin Clark, and 80% were committed by the single team, the Chicago Sky, which Angel Reese, during college, Angel Reese was a player for LSU. She was considered to be the best player in girls college basketball. And during Caitlin's sophomore season, they lost the national championship to LSU. And Angel Reese was very, let's just say she was a poor sport in regards to winning and was getting in Caitlin's face and all this different stuff. So this happened earlier this year. This is an instance in which a girl pokes her in the eye. And so she stops, grabs her eye, and then another girl comes and body checks her to the ground.
She's always in the mix. There's a lot of contact here. There's a scrape across the face. That's what Clark didn't like.
Here's a clip of Angel Reese, guys. We may watch this a couple times. This is who is being touted as like the best, the best female basketball player. And she, again, she's very, very jealous and upset about the attention that Caitlin Clark gets. But you kind of watch this video. You see, whoever made this Angel Reese edit is dead wrong. Watch this.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Well, again, no Brianna Stewart today. Chicago long pass, perfect to Reese. Over on Kennedy Carter.
Who's the best player in the country?
Is it the media or me? I feel like I'm the best player in the country.
Y'all make $1,400 a week. I make $1,400 in 7 days.
That's the same thing.
Reese, short. Reese, spinning, but couldn't get the floater to go. Angel Reese, inside, Cardozo. And Reese,
So you can see, I mean, that is when you watch her play, it's atrocious. But anyways, I thought that was super funny. The exciting whites. Here's Mac McClung, who is actually the 3-time reigning NBA dunk champion. Again, the dunk contest is historically a black man phenomenon. And so the fact that this is the first time it's ever happened that a white man has won 3 times in a row, I think is the only person who's ever three-peated a dunk contest. Here's all of them. So you see, incredibly athletic white guy.
My name is Matt. He said, I'm here. Wow. He said, I'm here. Yeah. On the back.
it's McClung.
Yep. Oh, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I guess he doesn't have tattoos.
I think he's going to put it behind his back. First time. Because we couldn't see it, but he does. No, you know what he did. He hit the front of the rim. He jumps up and hits the front of the rim. Watch. Get to here. Hits the front
look
of the
at his
rim.
eyes. Look at his head.
That's for concentration.
Boom. Yeah, that's over. Yep. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Where's Steph Curry? Where do you need him? Where's Night Night?
The party.
So again, what's the point of me showing you this? The point is to talk about the presence of these white athletes dominating his, traditionally black aspects of American sports and American professional sports. So here we see the white guy is actually the 3-time reigning dunk champion for the NBA. I can't remember a period in which white athletes dominated their respective sports to the level that they are right now. Again, NBA, NFL rising, MLB, NHL, WNBA. Again, my argument is that this stuff is something much deeper than what the most of the commentary on it. Most of the commentary is so myopic. This is much, much larger. This is a recentering of white identity in America. This is a celebration of white culture. This is a celebration of Americana in many regards. And I don't think that's going to go away anytime soon. And I even thought about, I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are. Like, is it like a sort of placebo effect? You know how there's the thing about people running a mile under, what was it, the 4-minute mile, and how once that was broken, then other people were able to break that record, and now it's commonplace that people can break that record. And I began to think, like, is there something that is like broken in the white psyche of America, that just young white boys are now like, yeah, I can be an NFL cornerback. I can be the best player in the NBA. I can be the best MLB player. And I wonder if that's part of it. What are your guys' thoughts about why is it that white athletes are on a sort of generational run in American professional sports?